What's up, my peoples? It's your boy AMG here, and today we'll be talking about episode 15 of Run with the Wind, titled A Place of Battle. So let's get it! Now, we see the episode open with the whole team going crazy, acting wild as per usual. And they're on the field and they're just really excited because they actually got the front of the local newspaper page. So they're just, I guess, they got a lot of recognition for making the qualifiers because of last episode. Prince actually got in and got the time to actually the bottom time to get into the qualifiers. So now the whole team qualifies to do the qualifier for Hakone Ekiden. So they're just gearing up and just happy for that. We also see Haji. He is at an office and talking to some people, and I'm guessing this dude that's in the chair is the dean of the college. That's what I'm guessing right now because he looks like he's in a place of power, and I feel like that's the only person who'd want to talk to him at the moment. So that's pretty cool. And all he's doing is just praising them and just excited that they made it to the qualifiers, just being, a ragtag group of people from different worlds and just getting there all in just one go. So that's pretty, crazy and amazing. You got that underdog story. Like they're pretty much the shonen protagonists, really. That's what they are. But that's really cool. And we see Haji just like after he closes the door and leaves and excuses himself, he's just like, I just want to go running. It seems like he's just not the charismatic type, which he kind of is, but it's just like he just doesn't like dealing with that type of stuff. He just likes, just being with his friends and having fun running. So, later on in the episode, we actually see that they're talking about Takashi is talking to the team, talking about they actually got a request to do an interview with people on the news station because Hakone gets, coverage because it's just a big event. It's pretty much like the All Japan tournament for like basketball and everything else over in Japan, but Hakone just for, cross country. And they actually get an interview. People are requesting interviews, and they're like, "Oh, we should do it." And he's like, I haven't, decided yet because it might make us lose focus on our goals at this moment. Maybe he's like, if we try to do this, we might get too big headed and get too big for our britches, and not just really be focused on the qualifier. And we see as the episode goes on that Yakihiro talks to Kakeru and is like, yo, if we do this interview, it might make trouble for you because we already know about your past. And I don't know if you'd want that. And he was like, and then how Kakeru looks at him like, I didn't even really think about that. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Just the point, and I guess he just analyzes everything. Like he's a lawyer, so of course that makes sense. Or just in college to be a lawyer, so And plus we know that weird guy that's been following them around. He's to be honest, that dude is super creepy. Like I don't know his problem. He essentially looks like one of the people, like one of the scouts or one of the military police from Attack on Titan to me. Like, does he to you guys? Because he looks really, really weird. He looks off-putting. Like, he looks really creepy. Like, every time he walks, his theme music should just be like a Jaws shark, but he just looks I don't know. Like moving on. Anyway, so we see as the episode goes on, like that the people of the market that are supporting them, they actually bought them tracksuits for the team, which is something that when I watched, I was like, oh, that's amazing. You have support with the businesses around you. That's just wow. That's an amazing thing that those people believe in them that much, and they see them running every day and just working hard, and the people are just like, we want to reward your your determination. And I'm really loving the aspect of that. That's just amazing to me. So that's really cool. Then we see them. They actually go to where the qualifiers are going to be held, and he's just talking to the team. Haji is talking to the team, and it's basically like he's basically giving the deets, like the layout of the course that they're about to run. And he's like, okay, we got to go through these mountains, we got to go through this, got to go through that, got to go through this. And they say that they're running 20 kilometers. And I'm like, that ain't it. Like, I've done track and I did football, and I was just like, bro, nah, I don't want none of that. Like, you can have that. I don't want none of that. That's crazy. Just never, 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 never. And they're just like, oh, okay. Like, he makes them run all the time, so they're just like, oh, that's it. We can do that. We can do that. And then just them later on in the episode that we see they're having a party, like, hey, we made qualifiers, just drinking and everything. And I was just like, there's a cameraman there just recording everything, and he's like, yo, should y'all be doing this? Because you got the qualifiers up. The qualifiers is tomorrow. Like, what y'all doing? It's just like, they're just like, we're just celebrating. We can celebrate. It's just like, dude, for real, you should be doing that. Like, nobody else does that type of stuff. You should be doing that, but whatever. And Haji, gives this, very poetic, incredible speech. And everybody's just like, whoa, that was amazing. And then the real coach, the old short guy that is the owner of the actual dorms, they're like, oh, you're going to give it. He's like, I should give a speech since I'm the actual coach. This old fool just says, if you alternate your feet like this, he said, if you alternate feet, left and right, then you'll make it to the finish line. I'm just like, bruh, I could have did that by myself. Like, I could have thought that by myself. Like, you were just no help. Like, why are you here? And I'm thinking maybe he was just really important, as he was a really good runner. Maybe he did the Olympics or something like that. Because there's some mysterious things going on with that dude, because he never does anything. And he talks to Haji, and it's like, I feel like he's probably going to train him in the later stages of the series, and he's going to just train them when they get to a certain level. And we see that him and Haji are just talking. He's like, it's amazing that you got them to this level. And he's just showing all the stats on all of them and everything. But he's like, they still have a long ways to go. But it's just amazing that they got to this point in such a short time, especially since they were all beginners. So it's just really crazy. So, moving on, we see that Yakihiro gets a call from his mom. And he doesn't answer the call. And we're just like, that's weird. The next day, we see that everybody's getting calls from their parents because they see a newspaper and everybody's just excited and everything. And it goes back, and then going back to Yakihiro on the phone, we see that Haji notices it because it was in the middle of the party and he notices it. And I'm just like, you're too perceptive. Like, this dude is weird perceptive. Like, he notices everything, and I guess he got a vibe from him. And he told Kakuri, I'm gonna say, he told him to go downstairs and get some ice, and he overheard the conversation with him and his parents. Like, he's like, you guys haven't talked to me for so long, why would you want to talk to me now? And it's like, whoa. What's going on there? And I was like, it looks like he's the type of guy where they don't. He seems like he would have parents issues. It's just how he's portrayed. It just seems kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I was just like, oh, that's kind of upsetting. Like, everybody else's parents is just like, and your relationship with them is not that good, which not everybody else is in real life too. So that's just another aspect, another bit of real life that they're putting into the story that I love. More character development for him later on, I'm guessing. And then they go back to going back to where they're going to have the qualifier, and they're just gearing up, getting ready, stretching and everything. They're at the finish line, and we see all the market people are there, and they're just talking about how everything is going to go, and how if you have to have 10 people to actually in the race, but you can have 12 people in all. And it's kind of unfair because they only have 10, but everybody else has 12 because they're bigger, well-known teams that have been around for years. And so if you only got to get 10 across the finish line for you to qualify, if you get to a certain place, like a certain time for you to get to be qualified, and they only have 10 against 12. So really, if two runners from each team drops out, they'll still be in the clear. So it's like, dude, are you? It's just they're already at disadvantage. So basically, they're really just shonen protagonists. Like all of them really are. That's basically what they are, the underdog, really already. And I'm like, dang, already, man, already. But as they're gearing up and just stretching and everything, it starts to rain. And I'm just like, really, you guys had to put other stuff on? They didn't train in rain or anything or being wet. Like, it's just like, well, I guess they did when they were throwing water on, but that was the summertime just to keep them cool, not because it was specifically for them doing training. And if you guys don't know, well, people who get in regular rain and just get soaked, they know how it feels. Their clothes they feel like they're like another person that are just latching onto the back while they're walking around. And if you play sports, it's just as bad. And they have a long, long time. Like, the race is like over 2 hours that they're running. So it's just like, ooh, that's some resistance for real, for real. And as the rain goes, we see that Haji turns around. He's like, oh, I forgot something. Everyone's like, you forgot something? What did you forget? He was like, Hakone mountains are here. And they're like, oh, yeah. And they have this, group thing, inside joke. They all were like, the steepest mountains in the world. And I'm just like, whoa. Oh, y'all a team like that now? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like, I love the character progression and just the cohesiveness of the team now. Like, their characters have progressed very, very well in these last couple episodes. So I'm really loving that. They actually look like a real team now. So as the gunshot goes off, they start to run. And Haji, he gives out instructions like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. And I'm going to give you hand signals and everything. And they start running. They get past a refreshment table. Haji's and it's Kakaru in front of him, and the Haji's be right behind him, so he's the second one. And we see that everybody's getting drinks from the refreshment table, just water, just drinking it, and then throwing down just quick cups, just quick crushable cups, and just throwing around the paper cups. And I thought, like, why would they just throw them on the floor of the track? Like, why wouldn't they throw them over to the side? Because if they throw them on the floor, then people can trip over and fall. But people, I guess, didn't care about that aspect, which is weird to me in the first place. But a runner actually runs into the table of one of the freshmen stairs and falls and knocks the whole table over right in front of Haji's path. And you know how you're running so fast and you're jogging, you're at a pace and you're so close you can't stop in time. So that's what it looks like, and that's what the episode is ended on. So we'll see if he jumps over him, steers, runs around him, or what goes on. But this is the end of the video. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you liked what I had to say, remember, anime, manga, and gaming is all that. I'm AMG, and I'm out.